Good morning. Today's next adventure is brought to you by, once again, the great state of California. I say next adventure because this is the second hike I'm doing today. I am hanging out in the amazing Death Valley National Park. I just got done one hike called Golden Canyon and doing my second hike of the day called Desolation Canyon, which I might add is a fantastic name for a hike. Not exactly sure how to get to this hike. I think I'm going on the right path. One of the big downfalls, actually my only complaint so far of this national park, is you got a real spotty internet connection, so it doesn't help Google or Ultras or any of that stuff trying to find out where you have to go. And these desert trails, again, we're not looking for a path inside trees, we're just looking for the footprints in the sand, more or less. But I'm definitely following a path. Where this path leads, hopefully it's to my destination, but it definitely looks a little bit more like a desert than the Golden Canyon trail I just did, which was back in those hills there. Alright, so I'm going to keep on traveling this path, and hopefully we get to a place called Desolation Canyon. I will keep you posted. Alright, so I'm thinking I found what I was looking for. Definitely looks like a canyon to me. So welcome to Desolation Canyon. One of the cooler names that I found in this national park. It was a little bit tricky there at the beginning because the parking area is pretty far from the actual canyon itself. So for a while you're walking just in desert, like my first video showed, and you just got to trust that you're heading in the right direction. For a while there I felt like Tonto because I'm just staring at the ground looking for footprints and figuring if someone else has walked here before, then more than likely that's the direction I needed to go. But it all paid off because it certainly is a canyon that just keeps on going. So this has got to be Desolation Canyon. This was kind of an afterthought hike. I only have a day to spend out here in Death Valley, and there was a couple things that I wanted to do, but I got here early and I'm making incredible time. So I figured, let's just throw another 3, 4, 5 mile, I don't know how long this one is, hike into it. So far, definitely happy. Super high walls here. Almost looks like there's like scratch marks, something trying to climb out. There's nothing that big. I don't know, maybe Sasquatch? I don't think he would want to live in the desert though. You have high walls on both sides. Yeah, super cool little canyon. So let's see how deep this sucker goes. Okay, so we're coming across something that we didn't have on our first hike. That's a little bit of a technicality. Shouldn't be too hard. Definitely got handholds going for going up. And looks like it should be pretty simple coming back down too. So let's see if we can do this one-handed. Yeah, some of the good things and bad things on this sandstone stuff is, a lot of times it becomes real granulated and slick because the sandstone separates and just creates sandy conditions. Other times it doesn't separate. It almost creates a friction akin to sandpaper, which is great when you're trying to climb. You just walk around and feel like Spider-Man. So you get both ends of the spectrum. It's either going to be really, really slick or really, really sticky. We got some more of those green rocks coming up over there. Stuff down there as well. So at the 2-mile marker into this trail, you get to here. It's huge, I don't know, rock slide, sand dune, whatever you want to call it. Right here, I'll climb up it, but my calves are already screaming from this walking in this loose sand gravel stuff. So that'd be no fun. So I don't know if this is the turnaround for Desolation Canyon or what, We do have this area here, which is very climbable. Getting up won't be an issue. Coming down might be. So I don't know if the trail continues or what. I'm going to take a look at that area, see if we can continue going up. If not, this might be my turnaround point. There was another slot canyon a little bit further back that I didn't know which way the trail actually went, so I might go and explore that. But let's take a look at this first. See what happens if we can get on top of there. So I attempted to scale that one little ledge there, and I made it about halfway up before I decided to focus on my health and non-injury and get back down. A younger younger Sergeant Zoe absolutely would have scaled it, but getting to the top, like I said, wouldn't have been an issue. Coming back down with that sandstone, and there was a lot of little gravel around it, it would have been dangerous. But this is that other little slot canyon that I found on the way up, not knowing if, this certainly looks like the main trail. But let's go ahead and, we got nothing but time today, so let's go ahead and see if this sucker reveals anything fun to play around in. Oh yeah, no, this could be good. Right from the get-go, it's definitely cooler back here, as you can see, because there's no sun that's going to be able to get through these walls here. All right. I don't know how far into here we go. We could probably keep on going up there. Yeah, you can see this is just like beach sand mixed with rock, which makes things a little bit more slick. You just got to be real judicious on where you put your feet. That was perfect timing. And a lot of times that forward momentum helps with your center of gravity. Looks like we're just gonna get to that area there. Let's I'm gonna go put this down. So use both hands. And just the nature of it, I was using this rock as a handhold, and I just pulled it up right out of the, everything is very, you think something is stable, and it ends up it isn't, so it certainly makes it more challenging on what you can trust. I'm going to go stop the video, see if I can climb up here. Maybe we can get a lookout or something. Unfortunately not going to be able to scale this either. Like I said, you think you have a good handhold on something, but everything just, crumbles away on you. So it's easy to get up there and you think you're going to be secure. All of a sudden you're falling down. What is that? 15, 20 feet. And then, getting a head injury and getting knocked out in a place called Desolation Canyon, your bones would probably be picked clean by the buzzards before anyone finds you. Speaking of, I haven't even seen any buzzards around here. Not much wildlife at all. On my drive in, and this was early because I tried to. I got here early to see the sunrise over at Zabrisky's Point, and again a jackrabbit ran across the street. Those suckers are big. I thought it was a small little dog or something. But just a real muscular jackrabbit. That's the only fauna I've seen. Even the flora has been very, very different here. Looks like small little sage bushes or something. No cacti, no nothing like that I saw over in Red Rocks Canyon. But again, this is arguably one of the most inhospitable places on Earth. So not too many things are going to be able to survive out here. But this is, I guess, this is the end of my Desolation Canyon. So I'll start heading back. This is the little slot that I came, so I'll go and descend this and head on back there, through there. So that was one of my more favorite climbs I was able to do. So I kind of had to do a little corkscrew motion to get away from that overhang. as I was climbing. But thankfully that was not the loose sandstone, so I was able to get some really good grips. But I think we might have found the end of this this little slot canyon. Yep. So we got to climb that little area for nothing. Here's the end of it. I'm not going to scale these walls, obviously. So I think Desolation Canyon has been thoroughly explored. What a fun little hike. I think I enjoyed Golden Canyon more than I did earlier today, but with a but this one definitely has a better name. So there it is. So all right, so I think this little slot canyon was about a mile back from where we are, so about halfway into the trail. So only about halfway to go until I get back to the parking lot, and then hey, off to the next hike, right? Okay, so won't be able to hold on to the camera for this one. Let's go ahead and scale down here and make our way back. On my return trip, I found another slot canyon, and these things are incredible because you think you're just gonna, you know, hike a couple 100 yards into it, then it just turns and the trail keeps on going. So this is the beginning of it, and I was able to scale up here. Now we got this little lemon squeeze area to go ahead and scale up, which shouldn't be an issue. That's small enough that I'll be able to do that one without any major risk there. But I didn't bring my headgear, so I'm gonna have to put the video down, GoPro down, and I'll check in again when I get up there. Well, there's the parking lot, so we know what time that is. That means Desolation Canyon is done, sir, done. We completed it. The metrics on it is just under 4.5 miles in just under 2 hours. I think it was really only about a 4-mile hike if you go to the end and back, but there's a lot of exploration in there, so that's obviously what I did, and ended up getting another mile in there. But yeah, if you're going to do Desolation Canyon, why not do those extra slot canyons? And you got, you know, again, it was only 4.5 mile hike and all. I mentioned a few times in my video already, this is the second hike that I've done today. So I did Golden Canyon earlier, and then Desolation is my second one. Golden Canyon was definitely more picturesque. That was a pretty special place out there. Desolation Canyon was definitely more technical. So if you're looking for that kind of stuff, Desolation was Golden Canyon was kind of straightforward. So I probably prefer Golden Canyon more because it was pretty mind-blowing and all the views and all that, but Desolation Canyon was absolutely worth the time. I'm happy I did it. And I got one more hike to do, and as well as some more exploration on this amazing place, Death Valley. So I will check in with you guys on the next one. Be awesome to each other, and do not litter.